Greetings, everyone. Welcome in. It's me, Dashboard Devil, and we are once again here to work on the Reliquary Citadel. Let's draw back to show you what else I've expanded upon. I've reworked the mead hall over here that we were working on previously. And as you can see, I've changed it a bit. I took a couple of different designs that I was working on and tweaked them together in Blender and then uploaded. And so actually let me get some sunlight on these. Hey there, Zesty. Welcome in, Pete. How are you doing today? So yeah, um, I just took a couple of different uh, design elements from the different stuff I was working on previously, snapped them together in Blender. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be working on today. Here's a extract of the whole base as it stands right now. A few more things I'll change up as we go along, but that's where we're at right now. Thank you, Zesty. All right, so, oh, look at the little cat. Look at it. That's the OG cat from way, way back when. Here it is, just milling about. You're making my inner Indiana Jones happy, LOL. I'm glad. I am so glad. All right, so um, I'll pop in here and then go into camera mode because it lightens up everything outside when I do that. It's a little easier to see it all. And we'll just continue on in this regard. So, but I will show you this real quick. So while I liked that this terminated in this round area, I wasn't as keen at how slightly like kind of imperfect this little area is. I could have taken that part into Blender and redone it. And I might still do that eventually. There's a couple of things that I need to learn in Blender before I can tweak it to the level that I would really like it at. But until then, this is what I've got right here. So you can see I put that down. That's what it looked like beforehand. It has some cool design elements to it. It just wasn't quite what I hoped for. So I dropped that little thing, that object on there. Then I grabbed the Vigilant Taro, which I might actually pull out and put another, put a wander down below, because it'd be fun to project something large uh, out and above that. Well, in fact, let's go ahead and do that. It's fine. There's the Wonder projector right there. Try to get it as centered as possible via hand placement. I've used Blender once. I made fugly 3D mesh mushroom. It's so ugly, it's cute. I'm sure it looks great. You should post some pictures. You should definitely post some pictures. All right. Let's figure out what I'll go ahead and put this on top because it might be interesting. It might not. We'll just play with it and see what happens. I use Blender, made an awesome drink. That's what you do, Gunboat Willie. That's what you do with a blender. Welcome in, man. No, it's literally fugly, but that's its charm. That sits in the private Zesty Pig vault. Oh, come on. Come on. I'll honor that. I get it. Um, so I'm still having a problem with some of the wonders disappearing on me. I don't. What does this do? Okay, this one is really cool. I picked this one up. I picked up this wonder yesterday, I think. That's wild. It kind of contrasts. It may contrast too much with everything, the vibe of everything else. It's cool as hell, though. I love it, but it might be casting way too much. Like it's really, I don't know. Uh, let's see what else we've got. Okay, this. So that's okay. It's not really centered very well. And I don't think it's given off quite the vibe that I'm looking for. Let's try a tree, why not? Okay, I picked this one up the other day too, yesterday, and it is not looking very good. This was a giant like purple and black tree, and this is like a withered shrub looking thing. This is not what I signed up for. Okay. Uh, and this is just, I just want to see how ridiculous this was going to look. Because I need to build some, I think I need to use this on a kaleidoscope. I'm definitely going to use that for something, just not this base. But that's going to make a fun kaleidoscope, I think. Yeah, I don't have a lot else that would really look good. That doesn't look great at all. Well, what I'll do is I will drop this for now and see how it goes as this progresses. And maybe I go looking for another wonder to put in that place, like something red or purple, or I've got other stuff on another save file that might be cool. Might check out some of the other planets in this system though. That could yield. Let's see, what kind of systems do we have here? All right, we've got, okay, the planet we're on now. We've got the Sub-Zero planet. That could have some interesting bluish crystalline kind of objects there. Gamma intensive, that could be something interesting. High temperature moon also. Okay, so there's some possibilities. I'm going to check out some of that stuff. But for now, I want to try to finish up this wall over here and then decide if I want to put an arch, like an open doorway into the side or not. So let's do this. And we need one of those. All right, that's not cooperating, so we need to... Okay. Just need to do some more glitching. All right. I just needed to make some more half-step intervals in those small floor tiles. So this will pop into place like that. Okay, so now that we have that, we can copy, grab this. All right. Oops, wrong way. Oh man, not cooperating. This was going fine right before stream, I tell you. There we go. Okay. Oh, there it goes again, going backwards. Oh, there's a heist. Hop in on that heist. All right. Man, it's like every other one is like not cooperating very well. Yep. It does not want to flip in the direction that I want it to. Okay, that's getting to be a little ridiculous. I swear it knows that I'm streaming now and deciding not to cooperate. How very rude. Maybe it has stage fright. See, it's just like I'm turning it left, and then it should click just one more, and as soon as I hit it, it just keeps on spinning around. I'm not sure why it's deciding to do that. Okay. Oops. I was having this trouble last stream too. Off stream, I did a whole bunch of stuff. I did this whole back wall over there, all of that. It went off without any hitches whatsoever. This side is not cooperating. All right, I'm gonna try. Sometimes adding a few more and going in different directions will help. Hold on just 1 second. My YouTube channel is being weird now. Okay, just gotta check something. YouTube decided to switch accounts on me. Okay, I think we're back. Yes, we are back. All right, let's try this again. It's still flipping backwards. All right, we're just going to move on to the next one. Although this is where I considered putting an arch. And that would probably go right, well, right here. Let's see where this plants it. Okay, that's the wrong direction. And that's pretty decent. It's not really connecting up at the top. I'd probably want to make it go back inset a little bit more, because otherwise I'll have to build out a bunch of stuff over here. And that's not going to be as fun. All right. Oh, sorry, Krusty, you did not make it back from the pirate raid. Womp womp. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Now it's not wanting to go off of that line at all. There we go. Okay, flipped in the other direction. That's not bad. And it's closer to that wall. I don't know. I think we're just going to have the entrance in the normal way. Yeah, let's delete that. Let's try this one more time, see if we can get it to work. What the heck, man? That is the weirdest thing. That's No Man's Sky for you. I'm also stubborn. Nope, it's just not going to do it. Now that is not wanting to cooperate either. Okay. Backwards again. There we go. Now that's correct. Holy cow. And if this continues to be a pain, we will just go on to the next thing. Maybe we start decorating the interior, filling out that table, and making a go of the throne at the back of the room. I think we're going to do that because this is just turning into be a big pain in the butt. This was all the scaffolding I used to create the roof. And it is now in the way. Careful now. Okay. There we go. I do like how you can kind of see out all the way around. Just enough. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the round relic piece up above. Interesting. Okay. Let's work on the fireplace. And we'll start that off. I think, with some fire barrels. I kind of like that a little bit better than just using the fireplace. The barrels are a bit more versatile. Oh, there it is. Went right past it. So I'm going to start off with make sort of a hearth to go down. That'll be sort of like the basis for it. Okay. I wish we had more like actual wall pieces instead of just the ruined slab or monuments and stuff. Nice couple of floor tiles and a couple of walls. That would round this out nicely. So what I can do though, no, that's not sinking down as much as I'd hoped. Let's give this a shot. Oh, that's not reaching the ground at all. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's do an arch. Just line that up. That is just not cutting the vibe that I'm looking for. Okay. I like the sound of that fire. That's the other thing about using barrels. It sounds better when the fire's going. Okay. Trying to come up with something interesting that utilizes the incomplete kind of parts that we have. I love them, but it'd be nice to have a few more. Just to have a few more native options would be great. Oh, this could look cool. Kind of liking that. Let's see how this looks on the outside of it. Oh, that's looking kind of cool. Oh, it looks like a giant frog mouth or something. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go with that. That's pretty cool. Take that out. We'll drop some fire barrels in. Wait, how tall is that? All right, I'm gonna have to shrink it a little bit. Duplicate that a couple times. It's a heck of a fire. Ah ha ha ha. Right on. I am liking that. Okay, I think I might tweak it just a little bit. Get it to sink back in there just a little bit more. So where it's also even on both sides. Nice. You can see the fire when you come up close to it. From back here though, it's perfect. Hello, thank you for the subscribing. Hope I'm not terribly mispronouncing this. Uis Rodianti? Is that how you pronounce that? I am not sure. Please correct me if I'm sure I'm butchering that, and I apologize greatly. Okay. I just want to see. Can I squeeze back there? No, I will have to come in from the other side, I think. Oh, two little mushroom crabs. Okay, there is not room back there for what I wanted to do. So I think we'll just leave that. That's all right. We can do other things. I do like the face going on here. It's like a sad frog. Okay, what else do I want to add to this? Feels like it needs something else. We might need to come back to it a little bit later. Yeah, I think we'll come back. Get that out of the way. We can see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we've got those. Put the compound bulbs up there, kind of going in the circle, or the semicircle. Okay. I do like the colors that we're getting inside. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, what do we want to tackle next? Let's decorate some more of this table here. Oops. Build camera just shot right through the building. Dig through and find. What can we find? Definitely want to do a couple more of these bug heads on platters. Those are fun. Oh, and that's another thing we had going on. Colors do we want? Yeah, that's good and creepy. Okay. Dinner fit for a king. All right. So, what else do we have going on? Got to make a throne. That is very important. Been enjoying these relic parts and making thrones with them. That's been a lot of fun lately. The heck? There we go. Now we're getting it. All right, that's a little too close. Push that back some. Okay. And then we'll grab this. Not quite. Oh, let's give. There we go. I gotta hand it to him. These parts are really cool. Given that there's not a ton of different shapes, but you can really tweak them in a lot of good ways. It's harder to make a good solid wall though. Oh, gunboat, you're using those parts around your settlement? Nice, nice. Haven't thought of doing that yet. All right, we've got... Where's it go? Oh, completely overlooking it. First, I need a backing on that. Shrink this down. Stick it inside. There, that's getting there. Just gotta sink it quite to the just to the right depth. So your head doesn't just get buried in it as soon as you sit down. How's that looking? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Needs a little something else though. All right, move me out of the way. And then shrink this way down. There we go. Yeah, that's what it needed. A little bit of that. Get it as tight in as possible. Ah, it looks all lopsided now. It sinks in better on one side than it does the other. So I'll pull this one out a little bit to give it a little more balance. See if that works. That's better. Now that needs to move over a little bit to the right. Yo, you noobs. Hey, Faraday, how's it going, man? How are you doing? Long time no talk to. What was it, all of 20 minutes ago? Half an hour ago? Something like that. All right, that's looking much better. Good. I'm glad. All right, and it's a nice size throne, and it doesn't completely block the frog fireplace that we have going on back here. Let's take a look. Camera mode. Yeah, not bad. Snap a shot of that. All right. Okay, that was pretty quick and easy. Let's get some more bug heads on the table for dinner. Get it weird looking as possible. Some colors are way weirder than other color combinations. Oh, that's kind of weird and gross. Just the heads, man. Just the heads. Oh wait, is that the same one that's over there? Yeah, that's the same one. Let's change it up to a different one. All right, Faraday, take it easy. Have a good night. Sleep well. Nope, that's the one up there. Let's do this one. Looks delicious. It would be kind of cool to have like those mandible parts like on some of the weapons, maybe. Or you could make a weapon out of it. I think that would be fun. Oh, yeah. What else can we use for food? Something that looks weird and grotesque. Although, never hurts to have a giant mushroom. A platter of shrooms. I don't know if that's even touching the table. Not quite. But I think it's good enough. It almost looks like a pie. Yeah, that works for me. Alright, want to get another detoxified slime for over here, I think. So gross. And then It'd be pretty cool to have some extra kind of food like looking things. Just like to use this as a bucket of soup. Oh, I know what I could do. I would need. Okay. Um, hmm. I might need to. That's going to take a little bit to set up. I might do that again later. It's a little tedious. All right. I just want to see if this thing still cascade deletes if I take away one of these. Okay, no cascade deletion. Sweet. Okay, that's awesome. So, let's see. I'll have like a bucket over here. I'll need to get a barrel, shrink it down some. I'll check that out. Okay, I need to shrink it down a little bit more than that. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wonder, let me go check. Because I'll need an extra wonder for this that I don't currently have. This is another thing I keep having problems with. The pictures that I save don't always save. And that's frustrating. I'm looking for one of those tentacle creatures. I don't want to have to go digging through all of my discoveries to find it, and it might be on a different save file than this. Trying to remember all the different ones that I have. Old bug, yeah. Like, it seemed like it had gotten worked out, and then Worlds 2 happened, and that messed it up. All right. So what I'm looking for is one of those tentacle creatures, because it would be fun to have some tentacles poking out of the bucket that's cooking there with the fire. So it kind of looks like kind of vibes like a soup is happening in there. That's kind of what I want to go for, but I don't have one of those on me. I wonder. Let's see, just for kicks. It's probably not going to look great, but just for picks. Oh, there's another option there too. In fact, let's go try this first. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. I think I'll raise it up, make it just a little bit bigger. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. All right, I'm going to save, do a save point. Okay. That's perfect. Still working. I love it. Oh, that's clipping through the bucket a little bit. See if I can move it over a little. Let's see how that works. Still clipping through a little bit. Tiny bit, but I think that's doable. I think I can deal with that. I think I can do with that. Let's do another bucket over here. Another fire barrel. Hey, Sins Arcade, welcome in. How goes it? A momentary reliquary of seminary, which is contrary. Nice. How's it going today? Doing all right, man? I am filling out the table for a king's feast. Got various things all about. Got a giant mushroom pie. Several bug heads all around. This little pot of whatever that is. SSDD. Okay, now the other thing I was going to try with this, I was going to do a really small wonder projector. And I don't know if this is going to work. It's probably not going to look great, but oh, nope, that's way too big, way too tall. Bug heads. Have they fixed the cascade deletion on those tables? It appears so, because they're all here. All the ones that were connected are still there. And I pulled this one out a second ago and put it back, and it's fine. So it looks like it is, at least on this PC account. See how tiny I can make this. I am running a mod, by the way, that allows me to change all of the sizes on pretty much everything. Nope. Nope, it's too big. It's not the right way. Although I could make a grill. If I made a kitchen and a grill, that would be cool on a grill. That I can do. Just to see what this looks like. Ridiculousness. All right. Delete that. I'll need to try to find I will need to try to find one of those tentacle beasts, because several tentacles coming out of the bucket like that would be great. That would be really cool. All right. So yeah, like that's all working just fine. Still gonna come over here and hit the save button before doing it again. Let's try it out of the center. Yeah, like even the curved pieces, it's all like, it looks fixed to me. And I'm loving it. I was quite nervous about trying it, but there we are. Okay, that is shaping up. Let's take a look around. Scoping the vibe of the different sections. Okay. It cracks me up that it shot me out like that. Oh, okay. Gotta fit the camera. Okay. All right, I'll need to come up with something here. In the meantime, we'll put a bunch of chairs down for the regular folk. Might do, the traditional side chairs. Actually, I may want to make them taller. That's what I'm missing. That's what I am missing. I knew something was off. Hey, Delta. Welcome in. How are you doing today? All right. I wanted to make these elevated. It'll look so much better elevated. I usually take these small boxes and then just kind of shrink it down a bit. And it gives these height. And for that, I can also bring this up a little bit. I could have sworn I had a link for Gunboat Willie already, but I guess not. Thanks for adding that, Delta. I appreciate it. All right, let's get that situated in there. Bring that one out a little bit. That looks better. Oh, good. And my helmet doesn't dig too deep into the wall there. All right. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, that's much better. My feet are off the ground a bit, but it's a tall throne, so that's to be expected. I can put another platform underneath. I think that would round that out. In fact, why don't I do that? And in case you didn't catch it earlier, Delta, um, we noticed earlier that these no longer cascade delete. Isn't that something? So you can move stuff out of your way. Yeah, it is huge. Like I went and saved and I was just like cringing, and then it freaking worked. I was shocked, I must say. And then yeah, just pop it back in. Like I did this on a bunch of these. Like almost every one of these I pulled up and put back down again. And it did not cascade delete. Like still coming over here and saving it every time I try it, but you know, got some home cooking over here. Sit down again and see where those feet fall. Oh yeah, oh that's perfect. Stepping up into the throne. There we go. Get a snapshot of that. With my frog fireplace in the back there. The number of times I've deleted a bar, you and me both, I tell ya. Perfect unless you're a gek. It does kind of have slight gek vibes to it. That does have a slight gek look. But yeah, like that freaking blew my mind that the cascade deletion is not a thing anymore. So incredibly happy about that. Hey, dead parrot. I've done that 3 times today. What? What did you do 3 times today? Tell me. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, so it's still Cascade deletes on the PS5. Dude. Okay. All right. I did earlier when I was asked earlier. I was like, well, it's working on PC. I don't know about the rest of them. If you're saying that it's still Cascade deleting on PS5, then that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay. All right. So we've got the head of the table throne. I'll put together some other side chairs and around the table chairs. Thankfully, it's just the bar and not everything on it. That that's fortunate. Yeah, I thought I would brave it and give it a shot because I wanted to build this over here, and that it helps to build something like this when you've got a split table, so you can stack the objects underneath to get everything to fit right. And that way you can resize the objects going into it and you don't have to worry too much about setting up a whole thing to, wire glitch everything together. And there we go. It worked. Hi everyone, my phone died while I was cooking. Oh no, Krusty! That fire pit I posted in No Man's Hide Discord took me 2 hours to place. I put a mud hut on a mini floating island that is part of the waterfall floating island. I wanted the fire pit and the mud hut, but I get that. It did look kind of difficult. It did look kind of difficult. All right, so we've got some other tall chairs. Go ahead and put some more down. It's quite a feast, but it's taken up a little too much space. I might want to... Ah! Might want to shrink this down a little bit. So smaller bug heads to eat. Doesn't look quite as impressive, but the younger bugs are tastier anyway. There we go. Still want it to have enough room. I'll move that later. Still want to have enough room to have plates and stuff around the table. It's very important. All right, go ahead and take that out. Move that. off to the side. Tilt that back a little bit. That way there'll be room for plates and things. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So now I can put some more room for more chairs. More chairs, more fun. All right, I need to figure out another food item to put on there, another big food item. So we got regular plates along with the big platters. Took about 70 camera resets to get inside that little island. Holy cow. That's a lot, man. And it took 4 or 5 times to line up the barrel correctly. Oh, that's rough. Yes, Krusty, the younger bugs are tastier. They're not, like tough and gamey like the older bugs. Black clover paw grass looks perfect as charcoal burning material in the fire pit. Oh, what? Clover paw grass. Let's take a look at that real quick. Cloven paw grass. Black. Just Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. You've been informed that you're painting your daughter's nails. It's very important. It is very important. Lurk away, we will still be here. That's pretty cool. And I bet set up a better way than just in this bucket is even better looking. All right. Get some more chairs. Close enough. More chairs, more chairs, more chairs. Oh, that's looking pretty cool. It looks better. Definitely looks better. Might dress up these side chairs too a little bit. What can we do? Grab this. And just kind of push that up there. And what we're looking to do is kind of give it sort of a backing that I can then go and put this on. Just need to, let's see, make it a little smaller maybe. Flip it around. And so I put that other piece on there first to kind of give it connection to the chair, because I knew that this piece right here was not going to connect to the chair very well, visually speaking. And if I got it too close, if someone sat in it, just their head would go right through it. That's not quite right though. Need to shrink it down a little bit more. Because I don't want the hole on the back to show through on the front. Duplicate, rotate. Oh, there we go. Although that is twisted in a weird way, I think. Both of them are twisted in a weird way. Let's correct that. Yeah, because these aren't really flat. They're kind of wedge shaped. That's better. Yeah, yeah, that's better. There we go. And just want to see how this looks. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think I can deal with that. Kind of a tight squeeze to get in there, but you can still reach it all right. Just waiting for my avatar to adjust its seating position, and that's the picture I want. All right. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, it gets, there we go. It got stuck, but I just jetpacked over everything. Whatever works. Alright, I'm going to shrink this bug head down a little bit. Alright, move the plate back. Actually, that looks a little more weird, leaving it like that direction. Oh yeah, it's probably the best part to eat anyway. Oh yeah, last stream I made these fun little goblets out of the bar stool and the little cup. So I'll spread some of those around. Yeah, they're fun. I was trying to come up with a better looking cup. And I thought, why not make some kind of goblet? Because, you know, sort of throne room. And thought, yeah, maybe this will work. And it did, and I was very happy. And it's one of those things that's just so ridiculously simple, but it has a nice effect. And one of my favorite things is coming up with something very simple that people are like, "What? That is so simple. Why didn't I think of that?" And it just has this really, it's low effort, high impact. I like that. I'm also a fan of, you know, high effort, high impact, but there's a special satisfaction out of finding something simple that has a great impact. Let's see, just a couple more of those. Hey Dash, place is really coming along nicely. Thanks, Sergeant Belson. I appreciate that. The structure over here was giving me a bit of a pain earlier. Putting this wall in, I could not get one of the pieces over there to glitch in properly, so just had to put that aside for now to start decorating the inside. Do more of these tikis. Just look around to see what else we need. Some other kind of food bucket or something should go right here and then on that plate right there. And maybe right there, right in between those two tables. Something. Something, something. Figure out along the way. Of course, need some teapots or teapots. Sure, they're teapots, Sean. Sure. I mean, they kind of do look like teapots, but they also look like bongs. Just let's be for real. Let us be for real. Deciding whether or not I want to extend the table out just a little bit more. And then just put like some kind of decoration on the end caps. Now that is something I want to try after I do a save point. I did not try the small golden counters. All right. Still no cascade delete. Oops. That is very happy making. Cave fungus layer cake. Or maybe a cave fungus in a pan with tiny decals to. That would be kind of cool. Like, I did make this kind of looks like a pie over here, like a shepherd's pie or something. Like, it's hovering above the plate, so it kind of gives a like an illusion that it's like a deep dish kind of pie pan, unless you like, you know, really come up underneath it and take a look and see that it's just hovering. But it does look like it definitely has pie vibes. Another one of those wouldn't hurt, like in a different color. All right, let's move that plate a bit. Now, what color should we go with? Black and gold. Oh, that's trippy looking. Red and black. Purple. Purple could be it. Whoa, that's too much. Orange and then a blue. What is that? Nope. That's what we already have. Nope. Oh, that kind of looks weird. Purple and yellow. I think I kind of like that for now. Oh, there we go. If it were flipped the other way, it would hover too awfully. Let's take a look. Ah, speaking of hovering awfully. Let's grab this plate. Yeah, I think that's hovering a little too much. Kind of looks weird. But um, let's see if we can do something about that. Get one of these pails. Do that. See if we can drop this right on top. Get it close to the center. And then take this. Like that. Kind of looks like a souffle almost. It's teetering. It is teetering a little bit. But we'll probably make this smaller though, I think. Let's do a smaller version of this. Oh, it's not disappearing like it was a minute ago because of the size. Ah, there we go. That's one of the cool things about some of these parts is you can get a better lineup if you just push the camera into it and then you know, just aim for the center and you've got a little bit better. Oh, dang it, I forgot. I was going to make the shroom smaller. Let's see if this works. There we go. Nice. Okay, but we will want to differentiate the color a little bit. Ah, there we go. Now that looks like a souffle. All right. I wonder if I can. I think I can adjust that bucket a little bit better than that. Bring it just a touch forward. Geck pot pie. Look at that. Ah, almost there. I want it just a little bit more. Sometimes the perfectionist in me likes to drive the bus. Look at that. Freaking pot pie in a whole ass pot. Why not? I like frog legs. How's it going, Scott? How you doing today? Speaking of frog, take a look. Got the frog or almost proto-gek fireplace going. I feel like it. Oh, look, little dude. Like, oh man, I could make a wonder out of that and stick that in a pot. That could work. I didn't think of that. I could do like little antennae on it. Okay. All right. We're really starting to get somewhere with this. Uh, but I think I want to try putting that little dude in a pot. And let me see. I think, yeah, I already scanned him. There it is. I always just put random letters in there because if I change it, it's not going to match what I change it to. So I just put random letters. Doesn't really matter. I'm going off of the picture anyway. Okay. Oh, well, I'll do that over here maybe. Need to do... Oh, no, right here. Because the table is split right here. God, just it makes me shudder every time I do that. Getting Zuma vibes from that fireplace. Anyone remember that game? It sounds vaguely familiar. I will have to refamiliarize myself. It's not clicking right now, but I might just need to see it. Okay. So, first, I will need, let's do a little fire barrel. Okay. All right. Just got to do something. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry, it's just I gotta respond to something real quick. Okay, and I'm back. Where was I? All right, let's First off, I need to see how big this crab projects. Holy cow. What? Okay. All right. That was huge. I don't know if I can make, I mean, I've got a mod. I think I can make this pretty small. Now I'm crazy enough that I would place a plate or pan, remove the bar, place a small item slightly lower than the bar surface, and place the cave fungus on it so that it only pokes up. Yeah, that legit would work for sure. Yeah, the giant critter would lure people in for sure. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, it's like moving and everything. The question is, should I raise it up higher? Does the crab need to be seen, or is that weird moving mushroom enough to give it kind of a fun effect? I think I can make it just a little bit higher, a little bit larger. All right, just bobbing in the pot is kind of cool. Let's see what this does. Okay, okay, we need to make it a little smaller because the claws and stuff are coming out. What I wanted to do earlier was, okay, still needs to be smaller and maybe back a little bit more. What I was going to do was try to find some of those tentacles and put several tentacles coming out of the pot, but I didn't have that, and I didn't have a readily remembered base where I could go run easily to it. You can see the crab through it because it's a wander. But is that going to detract from it at all? Yeah, I was definitely going to do the tentacle, like, for sure. Um, just was not going to happen. But I need to move this bucket over just a little bit. Because the wonder was not getting centered very well. Luckily this works. That's kind of creepy. You lie, Streamlabs. You lie. So, so is the crab going to detract from what the mushroom top is doing? Like we're going to have the same issue using the tentacles if I were to get some of those. That's the question. What I can't do though is leave it like this for now and then come back to it later and make a decision later. It's crab mushroom soup. There we go. All right, let me hit the save. So important to hit the save regularly. I want to put something down the center. Not sure what though. Although generally that's where, all the food would get served from this side. And then people would dance and what have you for a proper mead hall, king's dining hall, whatever you want to call it. I like the idea of calling this a mead hall. I really like how that turned out. Just a giant souffle. Okay. Yeah, like jesters, exactly. Wonder projected goofy proto-gex. Actually, yeah, I did that recently on a build. That would definitely work. Seems like ancient Viking would have raised hell here for sure. Okay. So just if you haven't seen the actual planet that we're on, it is a relic planet. It is in the No Man's High region of Euclid. If you still haven't gotten these parts, you can either join my game or I'll just toss up the coordinates. There you go. And yeah, like anybody can join up here and build a base. I do want to see uh, what kind of relic bases people would put up here. Like that's what I would really love to see as far as that goes. If anyone is interested, just feel free to come on down. Come on down. All right. I was going to do something. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was having a rough time placing the dome up above in that center area. And I could get it to where these legs were like right here at this level, like a third just dangling from the ceiling, or dangling a third from the ceiling below. So what I did was I went into Blender and just put it at this level. So it no longer, at least it shouldn't, poke down under here anymore. And it doesn't. It would be right around here. It'd be right around there. So it doesn't, it no longer does that. So that is perfect. So it's just, it's like, right, I did a pretty good job. That turned out pretty well. That makes me happy. Oh, I'm hearing the fireplace up on the up on the rooftop. I was like, where's that fire sound coming from? And this, I'm having trouble with these wander projectors not showing what I put on them. Sometimes they'll pop back in, other times they just are not there at all, and I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, here's another fireplace I did. This half round wall is fantastic for doing this. And then that back there is that piece, and then there's that little piece right there. And you can see how I put all of those together. And then, oops. And then I've got the shrunken down Titan skull, shrunken down calcishroom, and several clusters of pink crystals just kind of smushed together. And then you can see that on the other side it has that little blue light gem-like thing, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I like the dome better than it was before. It's really, the dome is really leggy and it looks weird when the whole thing is up higher. That's why this one over here, I put two. Let's see, you can see it over here better. I put two going in opposite directions to give that sort of capsule look so that the legs don't look so weird. I might delete this set right here. It's just not doing the thing that I was hoping that it would do. In fact, I'll go ahead and delete that right there. And that makes it easier to see the capsule anyway. Hey, Finch, how goes it? How are you doing today? Yeah, so there we have that. And I want to hang something from the inside, kind of like a chandelier or something kind of hanging down would be fun there. Could probably delete those. Oh, almost took out that entire freaking arch wall. Yikes. I can delete that. I was experimenting. Okay. Just look at that. I dig it. I'm going to come back in and take these alloy tiles out after I've got to put all of these compound bulbs in between to kind of bridge the gap, because there's like a gap in between here and there. I put it together on, so I did the bottom and the top separately based on two different designs, and I had them just kind of way over here hanging out on top of each other. And so I cut out the necessary parts and squished everything together. And when I did that, it left a gap, and I thought compound bulbs would be interesting to fit in there. Pretty good. How are you, Dash, Sergeant, and Scott? I'm doing all right. All things considered, I'm doing all right. Uh, yeah, yeah. This is looking so cool with how you put the new stone pieces for walls. Thank you, Finch. I appreciate it. It's coming together nicely. Like it's had a few hiccups here and there. There's some stuff that might still get altered and changed in a different way. Thinking about bringing these out here to this outer edge. I haven't decided though, because if I do that, it'll kind of interfere with this, and I kind of like that. Like I wanted... Oops. So I just came up with this just to make it interesting looking. And the palm fronds kind of fit with this half round. And that's the same piece as this fireplace. It's just flipped upside down so that the hole is underground. And so you just have the wall. And then the sunken in calcishrooms to give some light around the base, but not too high. Getting hungry looking at what Dash is serving up. Yeah, you're right, Scott. I do still need a pier out front. I do. Uh, in fact, like, why don't I do that now? Why not? I've gotten to that point where on the mead hall where I need to rest my brain about it a minute and then come back to it. So, all right, so I will need to take that out. Put you over there for now. Okay. Oh, I know what would be cool. Like miniature versions of this might be fun. Or not necessarily miniature versions, but oh, that looks nice. I'll have to figure out how that translates. As I go into slightly deeper water. It's not super deep in that area. Oop, thought I was placing that. No. Okay. Oh, I kind of dig that. Needs to be moved over a little bit though. I wish we could like leave that floating box. I wish we could move that to a corner. I would much rather look up into the corner for it than what it's doing right now. Maybe sunken ruins underwater from cataclysmic earthquake in the past. really explore the devastation aspect of ruins. Yeah, that could be a thing. Oh wait, you didn't see that, Finch. Okay. All right, let's just look over there real quick. So we've got oh wait. So we've got this, the fiery pot of goo. And we've got this crab mushroom bisque. Hey, hey, Andre, welcome in. Good to see you dropping by. And we've got, some of that. I forget what it's called. What the hell is that called? Oh, wait, it's over here. Detoxified slime. Gross. And then a couple of different pies. Sure, one of them could be geck. And we got bug heads, roasted, flambéed. And then we've got this giant souffle over here. So yeah, quite the feast. Made some goblets. Got the air quotes teapot. We've got our little thrones up here at the front. And then our frog or proto-gek kind of fireplace. I needed to put those antennae up there. I just needed to do that for extra ridiculousness. Maybe put another set of floors under the columns to make them even. That's a possibility. Might need to do that. No, don't show again. You are offering granny gag. Oh, nice. You went to an Asian restaurant, Andre? What did you have? That sounds really good. I hate that the souffle is legit making me hungry. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, it is a little bit lower. So let's grab a couple of wall pieces. Do I have wall pieces up here? Do you even wall, bro? No, that's small. No, I need a wall, not a floor. What are you thinking? All right. Okay. Let's try this. Yeah, that would work. Let's give that a shot. Let's see if that is the right height to match. Oh, it is so close. Okay. So close. Or a legal substance in your area. Yes. All right, I think I can get away with just making that a little bit bigger. And then it'll just match that along the way. I like merging these together so it's not like, it doesn't look like a separate piece. It looks like a continuous kind of vibe. Okay. And then let's grab one of these and see if that fits in there. It's a little lopsided. That's my least favorite thing about this archway is how lopsided it is. I mean, it still looks cool, don't get me wrong. But it would be nice if it was just a little bit more even. Oh, I'm gonna try it. I know what I can try. Um, let's grab you and then we'll do this. Grab it again. Let's see if we can flip it around like that. Now that looks a bit better, but it has that big gap. All right, so let's raise that up a little bit. Yeah, all archways have a little lilt. Yeah, the other thing is that when you snap them into place, they're not exactly even on both sides when you glitch them in. Aqueducts, I hardly knew her. Ooh, Gek make arch strong. Okay. So let's try this again. Flip it around. Oh, it did not flip around that time. Oh, dude, it's not flipping. Come on. Do please cooperate. There we go. That's better. Whoa, that was weird. Actually, we'll use that. That fits. Oh, yeah. All right, I like how that's turning out. Heard a great quote watching a streamer named West Coast James. It's not that I am no good at this game. It's just that I keep dying. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. All right. This was a good idea. This was a good idea. I dig the vibe. Yeah, so I thought about, the whole boat situation, but this is a tiny little pond and it's kind of up high for like a little rowboat. Like that was the one drawback in this location was that there was no inlet over to that larger body of water all the way out there. That was one bummer, but I could not pass up this amazing half moon flat space. Like just could not give that up. I could probably cut a passage. I could probably do that. That's a lot of freaking terrain to save. That's a lot of terrain. That might not be really feasible. It's a fishing pier because you can still fish off of it, Belson. My original thought was like, why do I want a pier? I was like, it makes sense for fishing. I can see that. A really small boat. Yeah, yeah, I could do a little tiny boat. What can we make a boat out of? Oh, wait a minute. I know the answer to this. Oh, what was it? Um, I mean the skiff fits the thing, but I'm sure I could make something. Yes, peer into a wading pool for sure. You guys are cracking me up. Some hardcore fishermen. Okay. I know that there's something that I can use. Nope, nope, nope. All right. Can I use? No, that's not going to cut it. Was it this? No. Stone trough as a boat. Okay. Need some triangle sort of parts, or a triangle part of some sort. Or the hitbox on that is really weird. That is not doing what I was hoping that it would do. Just going to rotate it upside down like that, but it is not sitting on there properly. So Scott the fisherman walks into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve y'all around here." He says, "Who, fisherman?" The bartender replies, "No, people named Scott." Rude bartender. Maybe just a raft might fit the motif better. Yeah, it might. I'm still a little hard-headed and trying to find something that I think might work. All right, this is just... I just had to see this. It, it would actually make an interesting hull of a whole ship, though. Like a larger build for something else. That would be interesting to use that as a hull. And then just like bring stuff around. Interesting. That could be fun to mess with later on. Take a picture of this so I can remember to mess with it later. Those canvas things make for great engine covers if you're making a boat. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. I feel like there's something I could still use for the front of a boat. This concrete trough, concrete or stone boat. I just have to see what this looks like. I know it's not going to work, but I have to see what it looks like because it's just too ridiculous not to try. Ah, the hitbox again. Okay, that's not going to work. Not without like going into some real glitch techniques of setting stuff up right and all that kind of. I'm just looking for easy stuff. But I think that might be an adventure for another time. I was hoping I could find one or two like simple objects to slap on there, call it a boat, and just laugh for a few minutes. But it's not quite there. Wait a second. That's kind of fits the vibe, but it still needs like a hull underneath it. But but that has potential. I could mess around with that for a few and turn that into a boat eventually. That would be hilarious. I got my flippy floppies. You're at Kinko straight flipping copies. Love that song. All right. Now let's grab a couple of these because we still want to put some light back here. And basically what I did with that is just drop that, doing a little adjacency glitching, universal adjacency glitching. And we've got a nice light that's hidden in there, I guess you could say a little bit. And I could probably drop it a little bit lower, but I kind of like that height. It's higher than those over there. Well, just for kicks, let's see what that'll look like real quick. Oh, that might be the way. That might be better. It's way more subtle. I like that. All right. Let's go ahead and set up these other two. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I dig it. Use the oven for the pressure gauge, maybe. Oops. Or the teapot for a stick shift. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Could do that. Trying to pick a movie for tonight. It's a mad, 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 mad world. Big Trouble in Little China. Kelly's Heroes. I'd have to say Big Trouble. I'm right there. It's a mad, 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 mad world. It's still amazing. It's a great film. But I would have to go for Big Trouble in Little China. I agree. It is if it's an option, it's the only option. In most cases, in many cases. All right, let me get back to this real quick. Yeah, look at that. Just the right amount of light. Let's see if I can go in and delete those other short walls. No, not easily. I can do that at a later date. That's not too terrible. All right, let's fish for a second. Don't need those. What do I have? Okay, it's night. Oh yeah. Oops. There we go. Oh, I need to adjust the light a little bit. There we go. Now I'm all illuminated. Nice. Do you like Escape from New York? Of course you do. You will like Big Trouble in Little China. I've seen Holy Grail and have the entire Monty Python Circus collection on DVD. Nice. Nice. Throwing another Carpenter flick into the mix. Thanks a bunch. Speaking of Carpenter, listen to Tech Noir by Gunship. Yes, very much. Very, very much. Okay, let's catch a fish. Let's catch some fish. Shadowfin. All right, there's two more lures on this. Can we catch a winner? Nope. Another shadowfin. This is just a shadowfin pond. Not much else, apparently. Waiting. Waiting. Come on. There we go. Another C class. Well, it'll feed you, but it's not the best. Okay, I do like the pier. Might decorate it a little bit more. We'll see as time goes on. But I gotta say, I am loving how the mead hall is turning out. It's coming along rather nicely. There's still so many things to do to it. We've probably increased the part count by 200 or 300, which will make this so far at about, I think it's somewhere around 1500 right now. But there's a bunch of stuff like scaffolding that's still here that needs to be taken out. That'll bring that back down some. Once I put in the rest of these compound bulbs, I can take out all of the ceiling scaffolding stuff. And yeah, it's coming along pretty cool. I am pretty happy with this. But I think that's where we're going to end it for today. I've had a blast. I hope you've had a good amount of time as well. If you can, smack that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, give me a follow if you want to see more of what I do. I might do the what do you call it? The expedition coming up soon, because I still have not done that, and I need to do 2 runs of it, one for PlayStation and um, one for PC. And yeah, so I might do a stream of that if that seems interesting. I'll definitely need to hit the save point again. I would have hated to have come back to that pier gone. That would have sucked pretty bad. So I appreciate everyone dropping by and cutting up. You have been very entertaining today. And till next time, I'll see you around. Bye, everybody.